Robot intro. Hey, it's Justin Popovich here. Today I want to address something that I see plaguing a lot of people. And I personally think that this one shift, if people could make this one shift, it could be the single thing that they need to go from struggling to being way more successful and achieving way more of their objectives. And so what is it? It's the attitude of looking at actions that you take that didn't pan out and saying that it was a waste of time. Wrong way of looking at things. I'm going to say that straight up. If you ever do this, if you've ever had a plan or had some idea and you went and took a bunch of action on it and you were really frustrated and never panned out the way you expected, and you look back at that experience and said, oh, what a waste of time. I just spent the last 3 days and I got nowhere. If that's the attitude you're taking in to anything that you do, to any kind of real objective where you really gave it your all. I'm not talking about if you sat on the TV doing nothing. I'm talking about where you really put your best foot forward and tried to solve a problem or try to take yourself to a new level and it just didn't pan out. If you look at those experiences as negative, as wastes of time, you're killing yourself and you're killing any chance at success. We need to shift it and we need to look at these situations as pure investments, as deposits in our bank of sweat equity, if you want to call it that, because that's really what it is. Anytime you do something, if you're shooting for a new goal that you've never done before, you never achieved before, you don't really know how you're going to get there. You're here today and you want to get there tomorrow. There's very likely a whole bunch of stuff you're going to have to learn along the way. And as you already know, at an intellectual level, you know that there's going to be a bunch of stuff you try that's not going to pan out. And so you just got to get through that. But if you're looking at any type of action you take that didn't pan out as a waste of time, not only are you making a painful experience for yourself, but you're also looking at it with a totally negative attitude. If you start looking at it as an investment, that, hey, I just spent a day or 3 days or a week or 2 weeks or whatever, and I really focused and I really gave it my all, and I just didn't get the result I want, but hang on a second, did I maybe gain something from that? And the truth is you did gain something from it. You concentrated on a problem, you worked your plan, you developed your mind, and you learned new ways of looking at the obstacle that was in your way. And even though it may have resulted in a dead end, you're a different person now. You've transformed yourself, and it even may just be a tiny little change. It will come back to serve you in the future. Plus, you've discovered a set of actions that you don't ever want to repeat again, and now you know at a very painful level not to repeat them again. So there's always an advantage in it. But you simply have to stop looking at it or painting it as an experience that was negative and just say, hey, look, I took the wrong action, but you know what? I'm proud of myself for actually giving it my all, concentrating, learning, and progressing. So if this is you, this is your call to action to stop worrying about wasting time, because that'll hold you. That'll keep you stuck. You won't take any action if that's your attitude towards it. If your attitude is now, hey, anything I do is always an investment. It's an investment in my sweat equity, and that will always pay me back, and that's a good thing. So let's get into action and do the best we can with the situation that's in front of us right now. These are all incredible opportunities for growth, and they're just going to take you further and further towards your goals. So I hope this is a great little reminder for you, and maybe if you're stuck on something, this pushes you in the newest direction or a better direction that you can start getting into more aggressive action starting right now. We'll talk to you soon. This is Justin Popovich.